right, so to kick this series off, I think I was just gonna do some sort of like vlog, like an actual vlog where I talk about whatever game I'm playing or have just beat or I'm into, because I have been a gamer for such a long time. I play so many games and I just feel like talking about them. I always have. So I don't know, to kick things off, yesterday, to get right into it, Epic Games. So you guys might have an Epic account. If you don't, well, you can sign up for one, and when you enable 2FA, you get a free game every single week. They've been doing this for a long time, and I have quite a library of games. It's a way to draw people to their platform, and I've even bought some games that I've only been able to pick up on Epic, like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. Was it 1 and 2? I think it was 1 and 2. When it came out, got re-released. It only came out on Epic first. Alan Wake 2 on Epic, so I picked it up there. So, you know, I have most of my games on Steam, but I have this growing collection of free games. And, you know, it's a nice other place to look when I'm not looking on my Xbox Game Pass subscription and seeing what's on there, or looking at my Steam library and I can't find anything to play. I might hop on Epic and see what I haven't played. But yesterday, the game that they released is called Doki Doki Literature Plus. And you know, it's something that to me, initially, when I had heard about it on Steam, just not interested at all. I really don't like visual novels. I don't care much for anime. I don't, I fall asleep literally trying to watch anime with my girlfriend. It's like the ultimate narcoleptic thing for me. And manga, I'm not into manga at all. I've never read a manga. So visual novels, just like clicking, seeing stories and pictures, basically, it's just not been my thing. So like on Steam, I have visual novels excluded from showing up. It's for advertising. Like I don't even want to see those things. So this game, it's basically a visual novel, but it has one of the features that I do like in games quite a lot, and I've always enjoyed in literature, media, movies, you name it. Horror. It has horror. So I mean, it has like 97% positive Steam reviews, overwhelmingly positive on Steam, and it's supposed to be psychological horror and so on, and it's supposed to get quite creepy, although it's supposed to have like this visual novel facade and be very like lighthearted and bubbly. And so I've always been somewhat interested in checking that one out, at least. And I could never bring myself to pay for it or anything like that on Steam. Again, I'm not even like shilled these visual novels, but on Epic it was free, so I thought I'd give it a try. And I was playing it yesterday, and oh god, the drudgery, clicking and clicking. I was so close to putting it down, but I kept like looking up, like, does it get good? When does it get good? It gets good after 3 hours, unless you're a quick reader or a quick clicker. But you shouldn't just click without reading, because you have to like have the story, have the background, understand the characters. So I did my best to just read as quickly as possible and get through it. And I'm like, oh, this is so annoying. It's basically like one of those like romance things where like these cute, bubbly anime characters based on tropes are in a school, in a literature club, then you join, and then you write poetry and share poetry, and you have to like woo the girls. You get to pick which girl you want to woo the most, and there's drama. But for me, it's like overly dramatic, and it's like, oh god, which apparently it was the intention of the developers. He wanted to like shed light and almost satirize how visual novels are and what they tend to be. So I just put up with it, and then after like an hour and a half, I just couldn't anymore. I closed the game. I was like, I can't. And it was like 12 at night, but I was like, what else am I gonna play? More SnowRunner? Not feeling it right now. Long delivery. Cyberpunk, maybe. I like to get immersed in that. It looks pretty good and sexy. Second playthrough. Already beat Phantom Liberty. Working through it. But yeah, I don't know. I started the game back up. I'm like, I have to like see what the horror is. What is gonna be so horrific? And I will say, it does get pretty freaking weird eventually, and it drew me in more once it does start to get weird. Once you get past some of, you know, I guess the beginning, like call it the first act, second act, I don't know what to call it. There's like multiple days, but on a certain day, things definitely started shifting downward towards the darker, and to the stranger, and to the more meta, let's call it. And it drew me in, and I'm playing it now, and I'm into the weird stuff. I thought it's over, the game's over, but it doesn't appear to be over. I don't know. So I will just say, if you have any interest in visual novels, definitely pick this up. If you like interesting takes on horror, this is quite unlike. I've seen similar stuff in other games, but this is a pretty unique take just because of the way it's approaching the genre, so I would check that out. And yeah, I'm interested to see where it goes. So yeah, I don't have a final review yet. I wouldn't say whether it's a buy or not, but compared to other visual novels that I've tried to drudge on through, I would say it's a buy if you're into that stuff. If you're into horror, I guess I'll wait to see. But so far, I like what I'm seeing so far. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Please remember to subscribe if you want to continue to see these updates on what I'm playing or on Doki or whatever it is. But I do plan to mix it up as I play more games, especially horror. Alan Wake 2 was awesome. I always think about that game. I want to replay it, but I basically 100% like completed it the first time, so I can't see much of a reason to go back right away. But that's one game for sure that just keeps drawing me back in. Take care, guys. Remember to leave a comment and hit that like button if you enjoyed it. Peace.